at all cylinders.
And Kazers forward, just pushing this on the offside. Nice play there, played with soft hands, and they'll scurry through for a single. So none for two so far in this opening over, this Bangladesh cricket board 11.
Jack, just looking at the stadium at the moment, Morgan, Blizzard and Doran will take the gloves as wicketkeeper.
And this one flicked off the pads gloriously to mid-wicket, and that's going to roll away to the rope for four. The outfit's still a little bit slow with a little bit of rain, but Imran K is getting off to a glorious start. He moves to 5, first boundary for the Bangladeshis. And they move to none for 6 with still 1 ball remaining in this first over.
Yeah, well struck that one there over the top of mid-wicket, and a good way to really get the innings going. Name today.
Last ball the over. Cummins bangs in a short one. There's a big appeal and he's gone. So Pat Cummins gets revenge after being hit for 4 by Imran Kays. A short ball aimed at the body. Tried to get out of the way with it, Imran Kays, but ends up gloving it to the keeper behind. He is on his way for 5. A triumphant 7-wicket win. And this one, a glorious lofted drive straight down the ground. Didn't quite get it out of the middle, and it lumps in that big wet patch down the ground. The Martin and Angus stand.
The oval, but it is quite short today, and I thought it might be a bit faster, the outfield.
Oh, this one's driven in the air and gone. So that is the end of that, and Bangladesh are really in a spot of bother early on. Shuma on 3, just trying to work the ball over the infield, and proceeds in hitting it straight. This is down the track
of that line.
He cuts over the top for him. That's a glorious shot to the cover fence for 4. Dancing down the track and just easing that over the top of cover, well lofted. Scoop that over the keep
league as they can't afford to lose another wicket.
And he smacked this, lofted that in the air and gone. They're 3 down, Bangladesh. Gurinder Sandhu has got Shabir, who was getting frustrated up at the striker's end. Tried to loft that over mid-on, and it's just gone straight up in the air. You could hear the sound from around Spotless Stadium. It just made a... So Mushfiqur Rahim on strike. He's on 5 not out. And he's just knocking this onto the leg side. Evening, so it might even get a little more difficult for the pace bowlers particularly. Kai Full in this one. Big appeal by Clint Mackay, who was the only one interested though, and they'll pick up...
Off sub, I'm not sure what type of shot that... Sandhu now comes in and he charges down the pitch. He tries to go over the top of mid-on. He'll get there. It'll just sit up inside the infield, and they're just able to get the single. But he's not so happy with himself as it's called.
This delivery.
Mushfiqur on strike, and he charges down. That's high in the air. It's going to go to third man. Kemdar underneath it is Ahmed. He goes forward and takes the catch. Thunder have got another wicket. It's now 4 down Bangladesh for 21, and that is nearly towards the end of the 6th over here at Spotless Stadium. Disappointing to lose the skipper as well. He's the highest scorer for Bangladesh so far.
It's a really reckless shot from Mushfiqur Rahim though there. Bangladesh are already in trouble. As captain, you really need to dig in and work hard, and that ball was never there to be hit. You saw Rahim looking at his...
Off the mark, he's on 1. Put it himself nicely there. He comes and he's bowling around the wicket to the right armour, and he just uses his wrist to flick this one to backward point and against Hong Kong and also the Stars in Albury. This one's outside the off stump, and tried to do the same, use his
competition here in Sydney.
Balls this one outside the off stump. It's popped up and it just beats the man at short cover, and it goes down to inside the off stump and beats the batsman in the edge.
They want.
Yeah, well, there's deep long on and deep long off, which they're trying to target there, but that one looks like it came off the inside edge, and it's just gone to the man at a...
Players.
Oh, the caliber's fantastic. They haven't proved it so far, but that one's a very lovely shot. Flicked away through the middle stump, and it's just played away through the off. So Ahmed comes in. This one's outside the off stump, and Guy to the way to the man at third man. It'll beat him, and it'll go all the way down to the boundary for 4. And you can hear the Bangladeshi crowd just going off here. They're very happy with that.
Oh, well, it's a good shot. It's good. Just dropped a little bit short there, did Fawad Ahmed, and he just stepped back and just guided that. Yeah, through the... There was 2 players out at backward point and third man. It was well played.
So looking for a comeback delivery here. He charges down the wicket and crunches it over cover, a couple of bounces and into the boundary rope. And again, the crowd lifts, because that is exactly what the Bangladesh side wanted. Back-to-back boundaries. Ahmed just dropping a little bit short there again. And Mozadek moves on to 13. Bangladesh 4 for 35 now. 1 delivery left in this over. Beating the keeper. It's only just going to really trickle away behind him. This one's outside the off stump, and it's driven straight down to the man at long off. It's Gurinder Sandhu, and just another single. So this is all. Oh, and he's bowled him. Magnificent from Arjun there. That's exactly what they wanted. The man without the helmet there, Mossadegh, He's gone for 15, and that is the 5th wicket to fall now for this. Again on replay, Arjun Nair. He comes in quite quick, and that just drifted in beautifully at the off stump, and it's just played. So man,
Isn't very old, but he's one of the most experienced players in the side.
well, Green has switched ends, and this one's high in the air. He looked to play it straight. It's going around Nair. Can he get under it? He dived desperately, but it hits the turf, and they'll come through. Maybe a chance of a run out, but unlucky there for the Thunder. That one just sat up to that. Let's have a look at the replay.
The ball just seemed to go straight up in the air. Shubagato was trying to play it on the onside. It ended up going on the offside. I don't think in between 3 players, and then Pat Cummings nearly gets a direct hit. So
Just outside the off stump is a bit foolish. There's a great bit of feeling. There could be a run out, a direct hit.
to continue. And this one is slapped out to mid-wicket really convincingly there by Mominal Hake, and they'll just have... There's a half-hearted appeal, but that one was aim.
Both batsmen need to stay there, I would say.
Squeezed out
dangerously
backward
here.
a point as a direct hit. But not too much excitement. They'll come back for 3. That's unfortunate for the Sydney Thunder. A throw from the deep, which takes a direct hit, and they've hit the stumps of overs. So Nair continues. And he's bowled him straight through. Another beautiful ball by Arjun Nair. And Mominal Hake goes for the big booming drive through mid-off. Goes straight through the gate, crashes into the pegs. See you later. Bangladesh 6 for 49.
Have a look on the drift of this delivery from there. That's almost an outswing delivery that didn't spin. It stayed straight and far. Look, they've got a bit of advantage from actually having a bowl first.
And Nurul Hassan just whips this down to mid-on, so he gets off the mark first ball, brings up just the single. We spoke about before. He's back here and cutting this over the top into the space. It's racing towards the cover fence. It'll be cut off inside. They've picked up just the 2 runs. So nice shot play there by Shubagato. There's nothing to be overly excited about considering he's only on 12 not out. But he'll want to continue and try and survive and try and launch a bit of an assault in this. And back, and this one is slanting back into middle and leg. Fends that awkwardly off his pads out to mid-wicket and Shubagato.
A couple of wickets left in the sheds, but the last thing they can really afford to do in these next 2 overs, I would say, is lose
The Thunder. Arjun Nair continues. This ball smacked over mid-wicket. 1 bounce for 4. That was a glorious shot by Shubagato, who is starting to see the ball a little bit better now. He moves along to 17, hammers that through mid-wicket. A rare bad ball there by Arjun Nair.
Yeah, look, it ended up being a full toss, and he got underneath it.
To get a second run there. Nurul moves his back overs. And he lofts this down the ground. It's a very nice shot. The man down there, Sandu, will cut it off. They'll just get 1. Probably deserved more than a single. That's 3 men deep on the onside. Last ball. And Nez is lofted in the air. It's going down.
100, maybe if they're lucky, they take a couple of big overs, get to 120 if they can.
This ball is swept, and it's swept well to backward. It's almost halfway down the... Comes to Shubagato, who tries to cut, and you can... A bouncer, that's a good ball, and that's beaten everyone for 4. It's going to be wides, I believe, is what the umpire is signalling. So that's going to be 5 wide. So that is the cherry on top of the cake for the Bangladeshis. They will love that. It was a raring delivery, really travelling. Just having a look here on the instant replay, that just rocketed. He didn't really give Jake Doran much chance. He leapt to his left.
Absolutely no chance. If he had taken that, especially exciting for someone like Pat Cummins when he's on form.
This one is slapped through mid-wicket. That's a really good shot. There's a man coming into the deep, and that's a really nice fielding by the Thunder. They'll come back for 2 more. But the score is starting to good nick at the moment. And this one is hit really high, so it's going straight down to the man at mid-off, who gets underneath it, takes this again, is the man. He picks up his 2nd wicket, 7 for 76. They lose the danger man for them, Shubagato for 25. And that is a disappointing end to what was a pretty promising innings from the middle order batsman.
I don't know why he was looking...
There's spotless if it stays the same.
No, don't say that.
Cummings with another nice delivery outside the... Fantastic.
Clint Mackay back in the attack now. He bowls this one on the middle stump and is flicked down to fine leg. It's picked up by Ahmed.
100 is really important.
Here comes Mackay, and this one's just dabbed short. They go through for a quick single. Direct hit would have had him. Fantastic fielding effort. They were looking to get maybe the...
Needs to start to hit a few more runs.
Shortish, and it's just played away to the man at third man in Arjun Nair. Another earlier in the day, the weather has been fantastic. That one's short, and it's well spooned down the ground past the wicketkeeper. It'll hit the fence for 4. Magnificent shot there by Narul. He moves on to 13. Short outside the off stump, and it's just cut away by Tanvir. He'll take a single off that one. And that's off as Green comes in. This one's outside the off stump, and that's a really inventive shot. This outfield may have quickened as well in the chase. This one's all on the middle stump, and he just tried to play it around the corner and looking for a run out. But just popped Green around the wicket. It's been not bad figures. This one's flicked through backward square leg. The chase by Ahmed, he'll get there. Probably could have left it the man who was a deep square leg, and they'll come back and get 2.
Later on.
Green spears this one in towards leg stump and is flicked through mid-wicket. Will be collected by the man down there in Pat Cummins. He's got end. Steams in now, bowls this one on the leg stump, and it's nicely flicked away. They'll get a single. It looks like they're going to come back for 2, and they are. There could be a run-out chance on here, but there's not. Fantastic running, and it is flagged. So you see Sander coming. That one's short, and that is a ramp shot of epic proportions at 6. Straight into the side screen. Magnificent shot there by Narul. He moves on to 27. That is inventive cricket at its best. What a shot.
Yeah, well, Narul, he's hung around for a while, and now he's really starting to entertain the masses here. Moves to 27, shuffles across his crease, gets inside the line. Mind you, this is Gurinder Sandhu bowling. It's probably a 70-75 metre hit back here.
Made like a work up. Sandhu, this one's in. It's a slow one down the leg, charging in again though. They're looking for some more runs. It's wide outside the... Looking to get on the front foot pretty early. There was Sahan Narul. And he just angles this one backwards of point for a single.
The 4-over spell that he's bowled here.
Cummins on middle and leg, and that has been driven nicely. The fielder, I should say, will get around there. It is Gibson, and they'll just get the 2, but it is a very valuable 2. We're heading in, but they've got 7 wickets back in the sheds. Cummins is done. His figures 2 for 19 off 4 overs, including a maiden, and it is short. He couldn't get any bat anywhere.
The Bangladesh bowlers can exploit.
Sandhu, this one on leg stump, and it's just flicked away, dug out. Dare I say, over Tanvir. He'll move. Sandhu, this one is outside the off stump. It's going to beat the man at mid-on, and mid-off, and it'll go all the way for 4. That's exactly what Bangladesh needed. And Narul moves on to 39, I think that'll be, or is that 35? 35 now.
He just moved to 35. Yeah, it was... wasn't a whole lot of timing in that shot, but he got that front foot down the wicket and he just...
Comes in again, 3 deliveries to go. Oh, he's coming for the scoop shot very early. He tries to get around to it. It's a top edge. It would have been a wide if he had left it, and they'll get the single because that was off the glove. He gets off the mark.
And here, Gurinder Sandhu.
Comes in on the leg stump, heaved away. It's going down to the man at backward square leg. He can't take the catch, and they'll just come back for the 2.